Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Canon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Rather belatedly, again, technical issues on my part. And if it's on my part, you can be sure it affects Canon for TV. But yeah, I've got to apologize for that. Yes, some business about the game today. Arsenal back in action at home. Oh, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. Don't believe the hype. Don't, don't believe the hype. It's a sequel. What is that? What? Do you know where it comes from, Ralph?
Yes, I do know where it comes from because you used to quote it nearly every day to our nephew, and even he used to sing the lyrics as well. So
I did my bit for humanity. There's three segmented live news bits. Yeah, it's a bit of a rushed one this morning. Yeah, actually, no, I did it yesterday and some bits and pieces this morning. But thank you for joining us on this Sunday morning catch up. Yeah, none of this HP sauce or was it Daddy's or yeah, the hot pepper sauce in this one. And it's not homemade. It's not homemade. But anyway, guys, as usual, we'll see you on the other side of this music intro. Don't believe the hype. It's I can see my brother thinking, what is Alex on this morning? I have no idea. But whatever I'm on, Ralph, you need some of it, geezer.
don't. No, I don't. Thank you for the offer, though, but no, I don't.
Anyway, guys, yeah, welcome to the Sunday morning catch-up show. Yeah, catch-up, not catch-up, as in, you know, we're gonna catch up. Sauce, hot pepper sauce. But what you guys can do about right about now, like it says here, subscribe to Canon for the TV. We're just a few short of 14,000, Ralph. It's like 10 bits short of 14,000.
That's amazing. That's amazing. But once again, if it wasn't for our subscribers leaving comments and the moderators and everyone joining in, there will never be a Canon Follow TV. So, many thanks. We do appreciate it. We do make strides to give good content, and it's growing, but it's growing in the right direction. So that's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Here. I'm hoping Static, because Static came into the live chat yesterday. I repeated a Thursday segment and he was in a live chat. So anyway, we hope that Static, if he's watching now, that you are getting better. Keep well, my friend. Anyway, so the first bit of a news segment, like I said, Arsenal are back in action, Ralph. Yes, against Chelsea, the old foe. Chelsea, the old foe. They're a foe nonetheless. Yeah, it's a London derby today. I was just asking my brother, what is the kickoff time? GMT time. Yeah, 4:30, Ralph, you say?
Yeah, 4:30. But is there a protest before the match, or is it going to be after the match, or what? I would imagine it'd be before, sometime before, wouldn't it?
I believe it's going to be before the game. Just been watching actually just a couple of podcasts, and they mentioned that the fact that my brother says there is going to be a protest. I ain't going. I'm going to be here. I did my bit. I continue doing my bit on Canon for TV, but physically, I've been there. I was at the protests, the official protests. It was just me, myself, and I. And the last protest, it was just me, myself, and I, and my brother, and there's nobody else there. So those of you who are going to the Thank you, Ralph. I did go to school, but yeah, those of you who are going to a protest, please keep safe. Don't do anything silly. Property damage. Yeah, I've been hearing some of you guys actually are willing to do what Man United fans did. I don't think I want Arsenal fans to be doing the same thing, Ralph.
I don't think they could because of the police presence on match days anyway. So it's not going to be like what happened at the Euros. So so I've got a feeling that if they're going to do any kind of protesting, the police would be pretty much
Yeah,
ready anyway.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
But like you said, don't do. It's not. It's not the fact of doing anything silly. It's something that could harm other fans as well. We don't want anything that kind of disrespectful. You can protest in a peaceful manner, keep it peaceful, but vocal is what I would say. Keep it vocal if you're gonna go, and if you're gonna be as vocal outside the grounds, then be vocal inside the grounds as well. There's no point, being vocal outside and being like a library inside. And I did say on my tweet that it's beyond time to start making the Emirates a bit more of an atmosphere where the opposition, when they come, they come to fear it. They don't. When they come with freedom. We seem to offer them, the keys to the kingdom, as it were, rather than just thinking, okay, we're in for a bit of a tough ride at the Emirates. It's time to do that. Highbury had that kind of like, we're going to Highbury, so we know kind of know what to expect. It's going to be a tough afternoon. Whereas at the Emirates, it seems to be just an easy day out. So yeah, that's what I would say. I would say it's time for those fans to start making it more of our home. If it is our home for the time being, and as Alex becomes a multi-billionaire and decides to ship out all the residents of the old Highbury Stadium
I've
to
already
the Emirates
started.
and vice
I've
versa.
started. I've started.
Yeah,
I started
but
saving.
but um, but yeah, just be vocal inside the ground as well.
Yeah, yeah. For the bump, the intro, the bump is because you say something, then the music comes in or the intro comes in. I was saying about don't believe the hype. Yeah, I mean I've been talking about the money that's been spent so far in this transfer window, £129 million, the most of any Premier League teams so far. Listen, I guess this has come off Stan Kroenke's shoulders, I could say. So he's given us the money, but I'd still do hold him accountable to a certain extent, because if I'm giving a club money, I want to know where's the money going to. What players are you buying? How is it going to improve, the first team, not the squad, the first team? And that's why I said, don't believe the hype. It's a sequel. All the stuff about £129 million. We've got Odegaard, has been the latest. There is some talk about another signing, one more signing. We've got Aaron Ramsdale. I kind of joked about, his two previous clubs. Bournemouth, relegated. Sheffield United, relegated. Arsenal, not sure yet. We're not sure yet. But for me, I'm not falling for it. Yeah, we're spending the money, but we've only spent the money to bump up the squad, not to improve the first team, Ralph. Those players there, how many of the players we bought, Ralph, you could say that they could maybe play in the top 5 clubs? How many of them?
I can't say. I don't think
Yeah.
any. I don't want to sound disrespectful though. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, you've got to strengthen the squad. And if you're looking at first team places, I mean, they're just gap fillers at this moment in time. There's no presence. There's no like key, high ticket key market sale, as it were, to say that it's not like, for example, I'm trying to put a comparison. there's no comparison. I mean, Messi, when Messi's left Barcelona to go to PSG, that team's going to be strengthened anyway. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
if he came over here, then you'd say that that's a key. That's what you want. You want that kind of like presence, and it gets the fans up as well. So far, the signings seems to be more discussionary, as it were. Where they going? Okay, well, so we've got Ben White, but how comes we spent that amount on Ben White, and yet we've got Saliba out there? So those key market sales that they haven't really given me the goose pimples. Right, now I can see where we're going. It's all okay. Well, we're filling in gaps, and that may be a bit an unfair analysis of it, but Arsenal haven't moved us for the longest time in those kind of areas. So let's see,
But
let's see
Ralph,
what it's going to do.
you're quite optimistic, though, aren't you? I'm more
I,
pessimistic about Arsenal, whereas you're very optimistic about Arsenal, aren't you?
I tell you what,
Mm.
yeah, I am optimistic, but the club doesn't really help when you're optimistic, and then all of a sudden, the reality comes in. I like to be optimistic because I think that's essentially where we should be heading. And like I said last time we was on, this program, what if? So far now, it's become like, what now for Arsenal, because we seem to be hitting records in a negative sense. If you haven't scored for the longest time, you got good chances against Arsenal. If you haven't won in the longest time, you've got a good chance against Arsenal. If you want more VARs to go against you, go against Arsenal more than anybody else. So those kind of stats tend to make me think, when is it that we're going to get a bit of a break? When is it that we're going to start putting those steps forward? And sometimes, unfortunately, the manager doesn't help that. The manager doesn't help it. The whispers that should be quiet doesn't help our cause. We seem to shoot ourselves in the foot more often than shoot at goal. So that's what I mean. Like I said, I'm optimistic, but you got to show me something now, because this is the time now where I'm thinking, all right, well, here we are. We've been eighth twice. We've got a goalkeeper that, let's face it, nobody really wants in terms of support, and it's tough for him because to be labelled, you've been at two clubs that's been relegated, and we're in a situation where we haven't really improved. Is this the goalkeeper that's going to push Leno, for example? I haven't seen anything from Ramsdale. I don't know it. Don't know. I not only know of him through what's been said online. I haven't seen him play. And he's third choice goalkeeper for England. So all those kind of trying to be optimistic kind of brings down optimism, that levels down a little bit into realistic terms. Yeah. So at this moment in time, yeah, optimistic, but Arsenal, you've got to show me something to keep me optimistic. And so far, as I said before, the realness, your reality, your pessimism seems to be proving the point at this moment in time. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the second segment I want to talk about, there's been some news in regards to Lucas Torreira, and a certain German club have been putting the feelers out. So I can see here. German side make a permanent offer for Lucas Torreira. Lucas Torreira can be one of her many departures from the Emirates Stadium. Well, there hasn't been any so far. The shop window slowly draws to a conclusion. And boy, am I grateful. I can't wait for the transfer window to finish, Ralph, man.
I know.
Oh, my goodness. But according to Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio, Bundesliga Eintracht Frankfurt have made a formal offer for the midfielder who played 89 times for Arsenal, scoring 4 and recording a further six assists. Despite being a squad player at the Spanish capital, several clubs have shown interest in Torreira, who prefers to move to Italy or return to South America. So he may not be keen on going to the Bundesliga. The funny thing is, Ralph, the report that I read, it was Friday. It was Friday. The report said that he was supposed to be back in training on Friday at London Colney. Now, I haven't seen any footage of him actually playing or having a bit of a kickabout with the other players. So I'm not sure if he made it back to London Colney. But what the report did say is that he wants to return back to Arsenal. He wants to fight for his place. But the report was a little bit contradictory. It's like, it's weird because in the report it also says that his agent is also speaking to 3 Italian clubs. I'm thinking, which one is it? Is Torreira literally fighting for his place now in the first team, or literally does he want to go to the Italian club? I'm thinking the report was really, really strange, really, really strange. But like I said, there was no footage of him having a kickabout at London Colney, Ralph. Lucas Torreira. Oh my goodness.
But wasn't the last story that he was that apparently we was going to wish him a move to Italy? That was the the last story. I mean, I've kept up, but
I can't keep up, Ralph. I can't keep up.
I was under the impression that we're going to grant him his wish, and he's going to move to Italy. I mean, maybe. I mean, these are strange COVID times as well. Maybe the potentially, maybe it's just the fact that it's not that straightforward because obviously, he's been based here. What are the restrictions in terms of moving around Europe, and what guidelines, their government guidelines say about players coming back to the country. So maybe he's in that kind of like purgatory, as it were. Neither here nor there, as it were. So maybe in a sense, maybe in a sense, it might make sense for him to still stay at the club because his fees are covered and everything, and he's got to keep fit as well because at any time he could, when the gates do open for him to go to Italy, then he's in the position to be able to go in and play first team football. There's nothing worse than waiting, you're stagnating, and your health as well. It takes you maybe about 2 or 3 weeks to get yourself into that kind of battle mode gear, so then you're able to get yourself into a first team. So there seem to be a lot of moving parts, but I don't think it's a bad thing if he is back with us, because at least the youngsters and those around him will be able to get the benefits of his experience. But like I said, optimism and also a little bit of level seems to come back down again. But the most important thing I and any Arsenal fan can wish him is that he has his well-being. We talk about well-being a lot now. His well-being, because obviously him and his family suffered a great loss. So it's all about where his mind is at this moment in time. If Arsenal's looking after him in the right way, then it can't be a bad thing.
Talking about optimism, Ralph, I put out a poll just 2 hours short of 24 hours. And the poll this time was, of course, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Tell us what you think the result would be. So, of course, the options were a draw, a win for Chelsea, or a win for Arsenal. So out of 1,300 votes, a draw, 11% of the subscribers think it's going to be a draw. 29% think it's going to be a win for Chelsea, and 59% of the subscribers think it's going to be a win for Arsenal. Do you want to have a punt, Ralph? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go optimistic. Let's go optimistic. Let's say it'd be really nice. I know with all the talk and the kind of like, the realness that we've had within the last like few weeks, uh, due to pre-season and of course that match against Brentford. Sometimes you can't stick in the past too much because you're living in the present. If you've got your eyes in the rearview mirror the whole time, you end up crashing. So let's go for optimistic, 2-1 or 2-0 win because the fans are back. I think Arteta. I think in your last blog you said that Arteta looked well, and he looks like he was. There's no pressure. Maybe somebody might have shown him the exit already. Maybe that's the reason why he's so optimistic. but yeah, let's we're at home. We're at home, and for all our vaunted efforts, we have to start somewhere. So why not against them? They're coming in. With Lukaku, and actually I bumped into a Chelsea fan at work, and he was saying, Ralph, it could be that we lose and you win. Nothing's really, when it comes to London derbies, nothing's ever set in stone, as it were. So I was kind of like optimistic that he said that because I was thinking normally he's giving it the big one, but yeah, it's remain optimistic, cautiously optimistic, cautiously optimistic.
Okay, all right. Well, I ain't giving a prediction because people can't handle the truth. Moving on.
Go on, speak your piece, man.
No, I just can't see where Arsenal are gonna, get the win from. We faced newly promoted Brentford. We were in 6s and 7s. We didn't have no direction, although it was good to see the youngsters. We're going to be facing the Champions League winners, Ralph. Chelsea. Where they've got Lukaku ready, rearing to eat Arsenal up. Timo Werner, Ralph. Where's Arsenal going to get the win from, Ralph? The pressure is on, and actually it would lead me to my next segment in regards to Aubameyang. Aubameyang is available, but he won't start. He'll probably start on the bench. But I'm thinking if Arteta's going to choose more or less the same 11,
yeah,
which I don't think he will, because we've known he's like the Tinker Man. How can he improve on the squad, Ralph? Apart from starting Saka, what other things can he do? For me, I'm going maybe 3-1. 3-1 or 4-1, Ralph, for Chelsea. Okay. I just can't see where is Arsenal going to eke out a win. I can't see it, Ralph. No. There's optimism for you.
Alex just says it like it is. Oh, is that the reason why you're wearing a bit of blue then?
No. What you going to say?
What's your colours?
Oh, dear, joking, man. But nah, I can't see where Arsenal are gonna get something from this game, Ralph. I mean, at least a draw, but a win, virtually impossible, man.
But maybe that's the reason why maybe we could win, because everybody writes us off. Everybody writes us off. It'd be great for that Martinelli run from the halfway line.
I was watching that yesterday.
Or Balogun was to play. I think this might be a match too much for him. But if Balogun was to feature, and just put your laces through something.
Ralph, again, it's not that
I know.
I don't want. I would love Arsenal. I just love it. If Arsenal could beat Chelsea, but I'm thinking where, which part? And you just can't get, as a footballer, you can't cocoon yourself away from reality. And no doubt the players would have known and heard there's going to be a protest outside the Emirates, Ralph. So, nah, I can't see it, Ralph. I can't see it. I really can't see it.
That's
but,
okay.
Like I said, there has been some reports from reliable sources that this guy here, the talisman, was in training. I saw some photos of him, yeah, training, and that's what I'm gonna say. Nah. I mean, I just can't see it, Raf. You know, with or without Orba, with Orba and Lacazette, but Lacazette hasn't trained because apparently he was quite poorly. But I can't see it, Ralph. I'm sure I'm going to get lambasted in the live chat for me coming across a negative. Is it negative? I'm just giving you my opinion. This is my opinion. And that poll put there, I would have put a win for Chelsea. I wouldn't put a win for Arsenal.
Well, if he's the talisman, then this is the time where you expect your big. We're talking about big signings. It was a big signing.
Exactly.
So if he's chomping at the bit, if he wants to put all those negative comments and slurs and everything else to bed, then this is the match for it. This sets it up perfectly. We all had our criticism of him. I said that I don't think he should be in the club because let's hope that he makes it on time. Then if he's driving anywhere, then he should be leaving now. To be honest, so he gets there on time. But this is what it is. When you're the main man at the club, these are the matches that you look forward to, because putting everything aside, this is what builds you up. When you're a kid and you say you find yourself playing for that team, and he's played for about 4 teams now. So here we are, and he's been quite successful other than last season. So what do you want to do? You want to put last season behind you. There's nothing that can be done now. It's there. It's done. It's gone. This is where you've got to start. You've got to start again. And let's put aside that if he wasn't well, or whatever maybe situations going on under his own roof, we're not privy to. But as soon as you walk out on that pitch, whether you're with the squad or you're on the bench, as soon as you walked across that white line, it's game time. You got to show up. You got to show up. And if you don't show up, then all of what you've heard and expected could come true. But if you do show up, the flip side of the coin, then you quieten down those noisy rabblers, as it were. Stick one in the net, and everybody will love you again. Well, maybe some might just take their time to love you, but when you get the chance, it's easy for us to say. And when we were all kids, we used to play football and we used to score. We used to jump around and crazy and everything else. That's what you want to do. You want to put the ball in. Nothing quiets down criticism, hassles, or whatever when you put that ball in the back of the net. And nobody can't say anything. But he's had a lot of chances thus far, so this is his time now.
I just hope he takes it. I hope he takes.
Yeah, we all do. We all optimistically. We all hope that and it's not just him. The team's got to perform as well.
Yeah.
But again, the manager's got to put down his mark and say, all right, this is my 11.
Okay, right. Those who are watching now, this is Sunday morning catch up with my brother Raz. I've just been talking about Aubameyang. He's back in the squad for today's game against Chelsea. We also spoke about Lucas Torreira. Eintracht Frankfurt, the Lakers a suitor for the midfield general. Ideally, I would like him. I would love him. I would love it. I would love him to come back in Arsenal and play in the midfield. Thomas Partey will be out for the game today, as well as the Man City game. So what better way to make your entrance back into the fold? But I don't think it's going to happen. And what else have we spoke about? I forgot what we spoke about. What else have we spoken about?
Fine.
Oh, well, yeah, the game today. Yeah, there's a game today, isn't there? Yeah, Arsenal versus Chelsea. And 3-1 to Chelsea. That's what I'm going for. But anyway, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back from the break, we're going to go into the live chat and see who has joined us on it's a Sunday morning catch up. Yeah, on Canon 4 TV. So see you guys just in a few moments. Go and get something to drink. Better still go to the toilet. Change your way. Do Arsenal not wear blue, Ralph?
Yeah, I don't get it. Yellow and blue. Yellow and blue.
The right shade of yellow, not this lemsip yellow.
Yeah, royal yellow, not washed out lemsip.
Goodness. Anyway, guys, we shall see you on the other side of this advert. Go and get yourself a break, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Yes, we're back. We're back in full effect in red and white.
Right?
Is that all right now, Ralph? Is that all right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That blue was a bit, off-putting since we're playing against them.
Notice as well, guys, I've got the top with the cannon facing the right way. It's facing the right way. Say no more. Anyway, let's go to the live chat for the first time this morning on a Sunday morning catch up. We've got Kamala says Arsenal will bounce back. Yeah, they will, but it's when, isn't it? When? But Arsenal will bounce back. Good morning, Sam Boy says good morning, Alex and Ralph. Are you confident Arsenal can get something other than a loss today? Well, I'll give you my prediction. Ralph's given the prediction, so honours even. A loss for Arsenal, a win for Arsenal. So let's see. Good morning, Willie. Morning, guys. Great show as always. What do you think the scoreline will be today? Well, again, we've answered that question already. Got North Bank Highbury. Good morning. Says good morning. So Raz, Kroenke will only leave when he wants to. Protests, I feel, will not achieve anything with this man. I wish he would leave and sell to an owner that understands our club. Yeah, our club and ethos, and really, really cares. Again, it's not only about just throwing money at a problem. You want to know where the money's going to, but it just goes to show that the guy doesn't really care. Doesn't really care. It's just throwing money.
And also, let's put it this way: he's invested a lot of money. For him just to walk away from it, knowing that potentially there could be something in the just that thing out there. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to do that, and he's bequeathed it to his son as well. So this is one of the things that tends to just does make me a bit not a bit upset. Does wind me up a little bit. It's the fact that when you're representing a club, then talk. They only seem to talk after when there's a bit of heat underneath them. There's no how can I put it? There's no kind of forethought into saying, well, you know what, we've got this vision. Let's get some of the supporters. Let's open our doors let's have the honest conversation. I think Josh did something like that. Was it a few months? During the
after the failed Super League.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then from since then, what's happened since? It's all it's all gone. It's all gone on. Submerged.
That's why I said, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype, man. Listen, I forgot to go to these guys over here, English Conversation Club.
Hey,
They donated £2 to the cause. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much in that. That went in the coffers. I was saying to my brother, for some reason, the computer of the last, I don't know, month or so it's been creaking. It's been creaking. So that will probably go towards me buying a new a computer over here. So, but anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for that. And you too can also make a donation using the super chat button if you wanted to. If you wanted to.
I think the mouse on the wheel was just slowly. We've been going a fair while, yes.
Thank you, Ralph. Kamara says my prediction today is 2-1 against Chelsea. So what do you mean? That Arsenal are going to win 2-1? Is that what he means, Ralph?
My prediction for today's game is 2-1 against Chelsea. I think it's it's a 2-1 win for us. I believe, unless he wants to come back in on that.
Yeah, that's not quite clear. Walid, good morning. In God we trust. There's more youth of today. All eyes on the power. Power's power. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm not sure what you mean. What else is there?
Optimistic too.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Sorry. North Bank comes back and says, regarding the window, we have better squad numbers, but there is no improvement, which worries me a lot. I feel Arteta and maybe Binay have really spent the money poorly. Kroenke has hired badly. And that's what I've been trying to say. And only for something, I'm saying nasty comments. Have they been nasty? Yeah, kind of. Say, no, what do you know, Alex? You're just an armchair critic. You know nothing about management. I said, well, yeah, I'm just giving you my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But yeah, anyway, it is what it is. And Timmy says, your club is a mess. I take it you're not an Arsenal supporter, Timmy.
Chelsea fan. Thanks for that, Timmy.
Yeah. If you own a business, which is how he treats us, you need to hire well to run the business. And that's what I said. He needs someone directly underneath him, like a David Dean type of figure, someone who knew how to run a club, even though he saw us down the Swanee. But yeah. But that's the kind of person that he's missing. Someone directly underneath him say, Stan, what? Stan, this is how you do it. Don't just give me the money. You need to know where the money's going to. This is what we need to do. Yeah? Employ people in those key positions. Experienced people. If he brought a coffee brand, I have a feeling they would just sell fruit and veg. That is a good one. Russell says Arsenal will be back. I understand what Arteta is trying to do. What is he trying to do, Ralph?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Seriously,
I don't know. I don't know what's his style of play is, because he changes the personnel so many times. Are we going to play a flat back three against Chelsea at home? Results tend to show that he's rather defensive at home. This is when we should be more at our more attacking best, but at home is very defensive, and then when we're away, he's still defensive. so what is it? What is our spine? Actually, this is it. What is our spine of the team? Because that changes every other match. And I know it sounds very I don't mean it to sound, you know, simplistic and obvious, but I haven't seen anything. I keep saying I'm optimistic. I seem to be bringing a bit more realism into my optimism, but consistency is key. When you're on a good run and your players are playing in their positions, then that's when your run starts improving. But it's been chopping and changing so much that the players probably thinking, well, hang on now, where am I? Am I going to be playing left back or right back? Or am I going to be, am I playing this week? I had a good week last week. Am I playing this week? You know, to me, there's too many inconsistencies. So, you know, style of play and what he's trying to do, and even playing some of the players in the wrong position. Look at Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He could play right back.
Yeah, he could. He could. Instead, he put Tavares on, innit? Ralph, you've got to see the Athletic. The Athletic, they do some wonderful videos. But the last two I've seen, actually the latest one, is they're talking about, you know, what is Arteta's, what is he trying to do at Arsenal? And the guy, I can't remember the guy's name, but he says at Arsenal, they want to dominate the opponent rather like Man City. But what you find is, and the stats, this is where people, again, don't believe the hype, people. Don't believe it. Xhaka completed the most passes in the Brentford game. And the person second underneath him was Kieran Tierney. Why? Because Leno will pass the ball out to Mane. Mane will pass the ball to Lokonga. Lokonga will pass the ball to Xhaka. Tierney's bombing down the line, yeah, because Xhaka, he's going to pass the ball to him. Tierney will cross the ball. There's no striker there to head the ball. It ends up at Pepe. Pepe's got 3 players on him. What does he do? He recycles the ball. Back to Lokonga. Lokonga will pass the ball to Xhaka. He'll pass the ball to Tierney because Tierney's bombing down the line. Again, they call that the donut. That is called a donut, literally going nowhere. But that is the formation of the donuts. So you want to dominate the opposition, but you're doing the same thing with no outcome. There's no outcome. So is it any wonder Xhaka got the most passes completed? Because he was using Tierney as the main threat for Arsenal. Arteta, you've got to do something different, man. You have to do something different. Let's see a different passage of play. Let's see Pepe keeping it simple. Keep it simple. If you're going to go in and cross the ball on your right foot. If you've got a weak right foot, I've got someone who can teach you. Ralph can teach you how to use your right foot. But do something different. The donut, Ralph. We're going round and around. It's spinning, it's spinning. Going nowhere fast, Ralph. But like you, I'm thinking, what is the style of play? So defensive at home. You should be going for the juggler. At home, like you said, Ralph, Arsenal should be the fortress. The Emirates should be the fortress. But no, it's like for all the teams that come and visit the Emirates, we go, oh, right, this is our second home. We're going to camp here. This is going to be our second home. No, it shouldn't be that way. They should be fearing us when it comes to the Emirates. But instead, they're thinking, oh, we're on the beach now, lads. We're on the beach.
Well, this is the thing. It seems as if the Arsenal team have left their lockers and gone into the away end changing room, and the away team has come into our lockers and using all the best facilities. That's how comfortable we've made it for them. You know, whenever a team comes to our ground, they have time on the ball. There's no hustle. There's no pressing. You know, VAR looks at them and says, "Yeah, the away team is playing really good football. Let's give them all the advantages and everything." And Arsenal seem like a team on the defensive at home. At home, away, I can understand if tactics away, but when you're at home, this is where you stand. That's your ground. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't know what the passion of play is. If they're doing the donut when the donut is not eaten, The donut is not eaten because if it comes round and round again, it's not eaten. So I have not seen Xhaka get the ball and go straight forward. Never seen him go straight forward. You know, when I see Pepe, I love to play. I would love to play against Pepe because I
So
reckon
would
I
I.
know what he's going to do. I may not
So
have the
would I.
pace, but I know what he's going to do. So I can anticipate when he's going to switch that ball from his left foot to his right foot. I know when he's going to do it. Boom,
So
boom, and I'm in
predictable.
there.
So predictable.
Instead of
So
thinking, you know what? This is the thing if you notice, a lot of fans, not Arsenal fans, a lot of fans, when they talk to us, they say the first thing they say is, "What happened at Arsenal?" They don't say, "Oh, you know what? Arsenal's a really good team," and like they used to. They always say, "What's happening at Arsenal?" Arsenal used to be a team that as soon as the ball left the goalkeeper's foot, or if you threw it out, whatever, we was on with pace, because that was the way that we broke down those teams. If we held the ball, we broke the opposition by sucking them in and hitting them on the break, and we did it with pace. There's nothing better than when Arsenal at the time would play one or two, three, four, five, six, seven passes, but the ball is at their end, at the opposition's end. That's not like that anymore. It's pass, sideways pass, sideways pass, and when you do it like that, all you're doing, you're letting the opposition settle. You're not making them think, or you're not letting them think. Hang on now, get to him quick because in two passes it's going to come down at me. It's all slow, slow, no quick, slower, slower, slower. Hang on a minute now. Well, we're outside the box. Let's pass it back instead of having a shot on goal. Gee,
Again, it's just the basics, Ralph. You know, Brentford, they did a number on us. You know, even though we kind of shot ourselves in the foot because we couldn't match them. You know, for the mere fact that we didn't have Aubameyang and Lacazette. Forget about that. But at least match your opponents for energy. There was nothing. There was none of that. But what you did see, you saw a Brentford team. The manager did his homework. Guys, shut down the back four. Once they're on the ball, shut them down.
yeah.
But when they're on the ball, do we shut them
There's no
down?
one
No.
there.
We just give them,
There's no,
bags and banks of
yeah.
space just to manipulate and do whatever they want to do there. So as a basic, Arteta, tell the front guys, as soon as they've got the ball, the goalkeepers, roll it out to them, close them down. Even if the goalkeeper's going to hoof the ball in, challenge for the header, close them down. Then I said, okay, right, I can see some fights. But on Friday, Ralph, there was just nothing there, man. And like when the game finished, Ralph, I thought, okay, all right. I ain't doing
But
no post
also,
reaction.
I was gonna say, but also, it's not just when you're in possession; it's winning the second ball. You got to win the second ball. It's something that when I was playing with my team, we was really good at. If we didn't get the first ball, we won it the second. We won the second ball, and that's where the dogged fight is in getting the second ball, because then that allows you to press back onto the opposition, or you can draw them back in because you've got that second ball now, and they have to come after you. If they're a goal or two goals down, they have to come out. So you can dictate the tempo, but it's winning the second ball. Whenever I see the balls up in the air, I always wonder who's going to win it. I know Xhaka ain't going to win it. I know if it was a defender, whether it's Holding, whether it's Chambers, whether it is Gabriel. Gabriel potentially could win because he's that strong.
Yeah.
But anyone else, I don't see anyone going up for the second ball. You watch the match now today. You watch. If they don't win the first ball up in the air, the second ball is crucial. And if they don't win that, that's when you're gonna see them backpedaling, because it's like, oh, hang on now, we're in trouble. Where's my defenders? Where's my midfield? Instead of just going in on the tackle.
I would be looking at that Brentford game thinking, right, okay, Arsenal. can see your Achilles heel. You know, Ben White, the stats have always said that he's not the strongest in the air. We're going to close down the back three or the back four. As soon as they're on the ball, get in there. Exploit the spaces. And that's why I said literally the problems at Arsenal, the chronic problems, Ralph, that have not been solved. They're not been solved. And they're not about to be solved. Even if we were to buy James Maddison or Hossam Aouar, we're still off the pace. Even if we buy a Basuma, that won't cut it. It won't cut it. But anyway, let's go back into the live chat. Right, I see the numbers are just like shut up. Arsenal are just moving around and not moving forward because there's no improvement in their transfer windows. Gail, good morning. You can be optimistic as much as you like, but our team does not match the Chelsea's team. Fact.
Yeah.
I think we are on a hide into nothing today. Yeah, I'm going for a 3-1 or 4-1 scoreline. Who's going to score our goal?
Pepe.
Nah. Our star child, Saka.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I fancy Saka.
Yeah. Russell says any team can be beaten. Maybe we might have a good day. Well, it won't be today. It won't be today. Sorry, Russell. The bearer of bad news. Don't believe the hype. Orba is no longer the main man at the club. If he doesn't score, he offers nothing to the team. Well, I've said that, Gail. I say, if he doesn't score, we're one man down. And again, given a choice between Lacazette and Orba, I would play Lacazette all day because he gives a lot more to the team. Running around, closing down, the defenders, the assists, the link-up plays. If Orba is shut out of the game, what else is going to offer us? Nothing. Man said Lemsip yellow. So true. Have you not seen the kit, Lundberg Cap? It's disgusting. Lemsip yellow.
It's not our true royal yellow. It's not our true royal yellow, man.
God, dearie me. The best thing about the kit is the badge. Wish we could have just the cannon. That's true, just the cannon, all the shirts, instead of the cartoon bubble. Yeah, right. As with transfers, isn't it? Like, you remember the transfers back in the day? Getting the bubblegum packet, you just put it in your shirt, your t-shirt.
Yeah,
you
man.
Your mom's eye, and then you burnt the t-shirt. Sounds like something I did.
Keep that down, Alex. Mum could be watching.
Oops, Mum. The real question is, what is Arsenal? Who knows what are we? What are we?
Who we were.
All right, okay. What is their identity now? I have no idea, man. I need to try and search it out. Maybe somewhere in the bin. There's no identity there, man. What else do we have here? Guys, thank you. There's like 77 and rising. Got the news, my here. 1/5 of Arsenal fan circle. My here, I hope you're okay, brother. Morning, my G's. I have no expectations for the whole season. Oh, God, damn me. And then I was trying to be a little bit optimistic. What is that? For the whole season, Ralph?
Yeah.
Let's all shut up shop and go home then. Go on holiday. Raz, the best way to describe the Kroenkes, in my opinion, is they play it by ear. They play by ear.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Because it's someone comes to, we need some money. Oh, okay, here you are.
Yeah.
Rather than say, okay, so if you want this money, what's our chances of progressing this season? It's okay. We throw money at it, and hopefully it will sort it. And we've seen with past players the amount of money we've thrown at them, and what have we won? We haven't won anything. A few FA Cups within the last 6 years?
Yeah.
7 years, a few FA Cups. No. We may have been in Europe for about 3 of those years, 4 of those years, but nothing else. No challenge for the title. It's all just been mediocre. They just stay where we are, rather than, I'd rather we challenge and hit something than just stay where we are and don't hit anything at all.
Terrible, absolutely terrible. Lon Burkham says, I think our best chance of winning is going to be for a 3-4-3, with Tierney's at left centre back, Saka at left wing back, and Emerson Rose at left wing, with Martinelli as the main striker, I think you're saying, and El Neni and Lokonga as their central midfielders. It's something different.
Yeah.
Got to do something different. Timmy the genius. Okay. Ralph, our spine does appear to be yellow. Lentic yellow.
Yeah, it tends to go when we need it the most.
Andrew says, now we've got, oh God, we need more midfielders. Awar, £25 million, Basuma, and a right back. Kevin O'Leary, good morning to you. This is Arteta's season, one way or another. He has to prove himself or he will be gone. Simple as that. What do we have here? Arsenal will be back. I believe in him. And there's a familiar name. Colin, much Arsenal. Colin. Hey. I'm really worried today. Could be a massacre. Actually, guys, go over. Colin, I'm not sure if you can leave if you're still here, actually, because I know you put that when actually just like 5 minutes ago. So I'm not sure if you're still watching us, but put the link if you can to your channel. Colin has his own channel. It's called Much Arsenal. He inspired us to do Canon for a TV. He was our inspiration. So guys, make sure you go over and subscribe to his channel, please. Dimmu H says, would you rather we finish 4th or we finish 5th and win the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, hoping for at least a point today? Ralph, your thoughts, man?
I hate seeing 4th as a trophy, but I would, if we was to get 4th place, then what are the chances of us being successful in Europe? How are we gonna improve the first team, let alone the squad, the first team? Because in Europe we have not hit those dizzy heights that the team that we're playing against today have. Are we going to be able to be as strong in the market for those key signings? 5th would be an improvement. It'd be a stable execution.
Ralph.
Well, it would be. It would be 5th and another FA Cup and a Carabao Cup. Okay, it's great. It'll put us into. I think. No, I'd rather we go 4th. I'd rather we finish 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna we are in the place to win another FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup is just pretty much a coin toss.
Wow, that's a great question actually, because I'm kind of fighting with myself, thinking, yeah, top 4 will be good, but are we prepared? Are we good enough to make a good chance of it in the Champions League? No, we're not. But then you look at the other option that Dinum H has said, or win, finish 5th and win FA Cup. Okay.
I think most fans will probably see that as an improvement. Like I said, Arteta will wipe his brow because it means that he's got like 3 trophies under his belt, potentially 4 trophies under his belt, and an improvement 3 places up.
Yeah.
So I think maybe in like the kind of like realistic terms, that might be more achievable in terms of the team that we've got at present if they were playing consistently. But then to go beyond that, to go into 4th would be a massive leap. But then the next stage is, okay, we're top 4. How close are we to either winning the Premiership or back in Champions League again, what chances do we have in winning the Champions League? And 15 years, 15, 16 years in the Champions League,
Yeah,
we haven't
15
we
years.
haven't really gone into one final.
Sacrilege, Ralph.
It
Sacrilege.
is.
Edit says correct score for today's match is Chelsea 3, Arsenal 1. I've gone for that 3-1 or 4-1 to Chelsea. Colour Kings, a little bit controversial. I hope we're going to lose today just because I want Arteta out. I'll leave it at that. It's your opinion. I'll leave it at that. So do you want to say anything on that, Ralph? Or do you want to respond
No,
to that?
like you said, it's his opinion.
Yeah.
And we've been there before.
Yeah, exactly. Amar says we need better players in our team, no doubt. Martin will score for us if we score. No, I'd far rather it was Saka, our star boy. But we will beat them today, no matter what happens in our team. Do you want to put a bet on that, Amar? 140 million pounds spent on White, Ramsdale, Odegaard. I could have got a Bissouma, Neves, Aouar, Sabitzer, another for less. Yes, we could have. Arteta is a scammer. Okay, why? He easily makes a good player look average. I'm sure Auba and Laka are not having any illnesses, but just a case of misunderstandings with the said scammer. Oops. Eddie, can Arsenal be among the top 4 this season? Rashid says 2-1 to Arsenal. Conte is our man. We need him. I can't see Arsenal or the board employing. It's not going to happen. It won't happen. Guys, again, thank you for the live chat. There's been just over 110 at any one time. What else? Well, sorry about this, guys. Give me a second, please. Don Arsenal, good morning to you, brother. Morning, Alex and Ralph. Thank you for the Arsenal kit for my little one, Ralph. There you go, Ralph.
Oh, it's our pleasure, Don Arsenal. It's our pleasure. The work that you've done for us. Moderating and everything. It's just a token.
He doesn't moderate.
Well,
but I think I should make him a moderator.
Yeah. It's been quite consistent and funny, and also it's had a bit of a challenging year as well, hasn't he? So
yeah,
So it's fine. But we appreciate your comments and everything else. So he's not a moderator. It's just the fact that he had they got a young baby Guna, as it were. Yeah. So we'll see if he one day ends up. maybe Cronky might take us from here, from here to where's it now? LA Orleans, isn't it?
Yeah.
You may take the Emirates from here to Orleans.
Right. So actually, as just we've been on live on air, I've just made Don Arsenal an honorary moderator. So as well as being a member, paid up member, I can just see his little logo there. As well as being a member, you are now a moderator. You've got the double M now, the MM. Yes, congratulations on that. And his forecast, oh my goodness. You think it's going to be 2-1? After all the things you've been saying about Arteta and Arsenal, all the things you've been saying, pushing me to say Arteta out, you're saying 2-1 to Arsenal. Did you sleep well last night? God, dear me. December says, Gunnar News says, December, Nketiah needs to be sold as soon as possible, along with Chambers, Holding, Xhaka, Elneny, and Willian. Why did Arsenal take so long to sign Odegaard?
Because everything else fell through.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Ralph.
Sorry.
No, sorry, Ralph. That's why we took so long, because it happened. It didn't happen by design. It happened by default, because everything else fell through, like my brother said. No Aouar, no James Madison, no Ruben Neves, no Bissouma. So, okay, all right. So Odegaard's not actually happy at Real Madrid. We'll go for him. That's why it took so long.
Alex, just one
Now,
question.
yeah.
The garlic. He said that how if his main target was Bissouma. So what has he done since then? Has he done
I
any
have
like
no
prep?
idea, Ross. I have absolutely no idea what this guy. He came from a previous Premier League club, didn't he?
West Brom. I think it was West Brom he came
Oh,
from,
West
wasn't
Brom.
it?
That's right. Yeah, yeah. He should have stayed there. He should have stayed there.
Because to me, you know, if that was my
No, no,
target,
no. Sorry,
if
very
that was
quickly. Actually, he said that he was going to make it his priority to make Emi Buendia
I beg
our
your
third
pardon,
signing.
Benzier.
Yeah,
Beg your pardon.
yeah,
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 yeah. So if I promise my bosses that that's going to be my target and I didn't get it, then I would want to make sure that I improve on that, get somebody, get the next set of players in to okay, sometimes a target is either achieved or it's not, it's missed. If it's missed,
mm,
then you want to make improvements for the next target. You want to make sure that you exceed beyond that point. So then your boss will say, "Oh, well, actually, he said he was going to get Buendia, but then guess what? He managed to get those other players that we need in those areas." So that's fine. He's back to some kind of action. But I haven't heard anything from him. I haven't heard no press or no reasons why that didn't happen or whatever. So I think that's
yeah,
what tends to knock us off a little bit. There's all his promises, and yet nothing tends to happen.
yeah. Broken promises. Gail says Arteta doesn't seem to have the know-how to set the team up properly tactically. He is so poor. Our opponents all know they can get a result against us. Yeah. Arsenal can only do well if they do the right thing at the right time. Mahir says, shout out to everyone here. Thank you for that, Mahir. Vincent says from Nairobi, Kenya, hi Alex and Ralph, don't forget. Is it true Martin Odegaard is not going to play tonight? And can you tell us why he's not going to play? I see Arsenal being eliminated or beaten, not eliminated, because it's not. Yeah, that sounds painful,
That's
man.
right. The truth is coming from the other end.
Well, first and foremost, I think good afternoon, Vincent Juma from Nairobi in Kenya. Martin Odegaard will not be playing due to administrative issue in regards to his visa. So his visa is still in process, which means he's not eligible to play for Arsenal. So that's why you won't see him play today. Against Chelsea. So that's the reason why you won't see him play today. A few FA Cups equals 4. Okay, thank you for that. And Lund Bergkamp says, I want to go all out for Basuma and play Inter Milan at right back. Yeah, but look, Lundberg, that is you. What are them lot thinking? What are they? They haven't done anything. I mean, did you not see how Basuma played last night? Did you see how the interceptions and keeping it very, very simple and reading the game in front of him? That's the guy that we've needed for the longest time. And Arsenal, with this £250 million war chest, just pay the money. Just pay the money. Is it £14 million? Maybe £45 million? Just pay the money. This guy, Ralph, is the linchpin. But can he stop the slide for Arsenal? No, we need some more players. We need some more players. Arteta brought in 10 players since he's been here, 1 player away from his first 11. Charles says Arsenal will win today. Sean P, good morning, says I'm going to the game today. An extremely ride, but come on, Arsenal. Let us know how you get on, because I ain't going. I'm not going to the Emirates. Gundan says, I know, just a reminder that he is still here. Let's see who else. Seriously, Arteta isn't the right man. Look at his squad. All are weak, and his tactics are more weaker. I am an Arsenal fan since I was 5. We are losing tonight and can't imagine what Manchester City will do. They'll beat us too. That's what happened. Eddie, can Arsenal be among top 4 this season? No, they can't. Just a few more because we've been going for like an hour and 10 minutes now. Matthias says 3-0 to Chelsea. Bino says today Arteta cries. Okay, thank you for that. And Isaac says, come on, Chelsea. Dearie me. Okay. So I had to put someone on a timeout because they're a little bit silly there. Yas says, I've got a feeling that Emil Smith will score today. No, I would far rather Saka score. I mean, look at the ovation he got on Friday. From the Arsenal fans as well as the Brentford fans. A standing ovation, isn't it? Anything you want to say, Ralph, before we wrap it up?
No, just yeah, it's gonna be a dogged
Did you hear the sigh? Did you hear the sigh, people?
It's a sigh of like, let's just, you have to understand what happened last week and put what happened last week right this week. And that's what any beaten team has to do. What happened last week is last week. You can't change it. You can't change the result. Okay, well then going forward, what we've got to do this week, we've got to score. We've got to register, some shots on goal. I don't care if you try a 35-yarder and it hits the crossbar. I'll applaud you. Because at least you try something different, and also you put the doubt in the opposition's mind that they're not just going to do the donut. They're going to have shots at the side of the box as well. Mix it up a little bit. We don't have to keep on playing the ball, in our box, because we're not really that good. And our opposition, they sit in our third because we're not quick enough at getting the ball outside our third into their half. We make it all too easy. So, yeah, the sigh is, okay, this is where we are, but then we have to start putting it about a bit, because if we don't, if it's going to be another nil point today, and you got Man City the next game, that's when it's going to start getting really it becomes mentally draining if you don't do something positive. It becomes mentally draining. So these players now need to start stepping it up.
Yeah, well said, bro. Well said. But like I say, my brother's the eternal optimist, and I come in 2 halves: optimist and realism and pessimism. Actually, that's 3 quarters, isn't it? Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us on this the Sunday morning catch-up show. We'll put a mild pepper sauce on this one. Mild pepper sauce in this one. Before we wrap up this one, I'll say thank you to each and every one of you who kind of tuned in, sparing us your hour and 13 minutes. Yes, Amazon Prime, they've got nothing on us. They've got nothing on us. We're free.
All you got to do is subscribe and press the notification button. That's all.
See, easy lemon squeezing, man. Forget about paying money. Forget about Amazon Prime, man. God, dare me. Talk about all or nothing. I won't be watching that, man. I'll be watching that. Yeah. But anyway, guys, before we wrap up this one again, make sure you subscribe. My brother's back with the voice of reason now, and oh my goodness, depending on how this game gets played out, man, there's going to be blood on the dance floor. But
hopefully they're bloods, but
yeah. Just a little bit serious now for a moment. I know I've been speaking about an opportunity for passive income. Again, this message will only fall on selected ears, because I understand not all of you are looking for an opportunity A lot of you are probably rich already. You think, oh, passive. Why do I need passive income for? I've got a spare £1 million in my pocket. Then go and buy Arsenal then. But if you are that person looking for a little bit extra income, making some money or some passive income, there is an opportunity. There is an opportunity to be had. And if you are the person who's been looking for something, send us an email. Yeah, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. Again, this is not for everyone because not everyone has their mind open like an umbrella. It only works when it's open. Boom, boom. Yeah. So send us an email, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. Again, if you are the person really looking for an opportunity to earn some serious passive income, send me an email and we can talk about it in a greater detail with you. Okay, people, which leads me to say, again, thank you guys. I think we're probably just on the tip of 14,000 subscribers. Who would have ever thought that, Ralph? Who would have ever thought that? Oh, my goodness. Me, man. Anyway, guys, again, thank you for joining us. Ralph, thank you for joining me on the Sunday morning.
Thank you for having me, AJ.
Yeah.
All good. All good.
I don't always listen to my brother, me being a younger brother, but when my brother said, change that top, I changed my top, didn't I? I changed my top with the cannon facing the right way.
Hopefully, Arteta will listen to us and keep that team except for one player and start scoring some goals, man.
Anyway, guys. So guys, thank you very much. Enjoy the game wherever you're going to be, with your local bar, at home. Please keep safe. And until then, I will see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place, just a different day. No post-game reaction. And you have been watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. I have learned from the life I live that there are opportunities all around us if we will only just look and listen. With opportunities comes risk and rejection, yes, but imagine looking back and saying, I did that, rather than waiting until it was too late. If you want passive income and a sense of personal freedom, act now. This is not for everyone. Not everyone is looking. If you are that person, contact us now, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com.